Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on crypto and the Great Reset. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, the Great Reset, CBDCs, because, you know, there couldn't be a Great Reset or CBDCs without blockchain and crypto. What do you think is going to move a central bank digital currency from one country to another country? These ISO cryptocurrencies, XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, etc. And now we're starting to also see AI merge with crypto as well and blockchain. But I'm going to start with this. Alex Soros. I don't know if you all know who he is. He's the son of that globalist prick, George Soros. He says at the World Economic Forum, letting everyone know how much the global elites fear Trump. Take a listen.
We just heard this point about untrustworthy people, and we talked about things in the United States like checks and balances, which aren't written anywhere but are customs. And one man, Donald Trump, literally came in and just took that all away.
So he put a pause on all their evil plans, is what he's saying. But then we got Biden, who pushed ahead with the World Economic Forum plans. You see the open borders. You see all the crime that's happening in the major cities. You see how we're nonstop sending money overseas while people here in the United States are suffering at the same time. Yuval Noah Harari, a known puppet for the World Economic Forum, admits that Donald Trump getting elected in 2024 will be a death blow to the global order. I can't even play this guy talking in any of my videos on YouTube because for some reason they ban that. And this guy is another one also pushing for that whole chips in your brain, and they want to control your thoughts and things like that. And it shows that Trump is working against the World Economic Forum. This is always worth another listen.
And tonight I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. You know about that?
And you know, people were saying over on X that a CBDC is a good thing because it will lead to universal basic income. And people still don't understand the full concept of a universal basic income yet. They don't realize that the money expires over time. They also don't realize how the government can shut that money off. They could also keep you from buying certain things as well. But, you know, we know better because we are crypto investors. We've seen it time and time again what the World Economic Forum is pushing for. Take a listen.
If you think about the benefits of digital money, there are huge potential gains. It's not just about digital forms of physical currency. You can have programmability, units of central bank currency with expiry dates. You could have, as I argue in my book, a potentially better and some people might see it, or a darker world where the government decides that units of central bank money can be used to purchase some things, but not other things that it deems less desirable.
Exactly what I just said. They can control what you buy. And then you see Christine Lagarde also pushing for digital money. She's trying to fast track the digital euro right now. If we are not involved with digital central bank money, then we risk losing the role of an anchor. Christine Lagarde says the quiet part out loud. The purpose of a CBDC is to reduce the use of cash and to solidify the power of central banks. And I think they're pushing for this now and fast tracking it now because more and more people are pulling away from the banks at the same time. They want to stay in control. Own nothing and be happy. Thank you, CBDCs. Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum want to enslave humanity. But who cares? They're going to pump our XRP and utility crypto bags. You know, a lot of people think that way in the crypto space. They think we need CBDCs to pump XRP and pump XLM and these other ISO cryptocurrencies. We don't, because these same cryptocurrencies work with paper money, fiat money. You could even start with fiat. You know, when in a transaction, start, say, in the United States with fiat. It goes in, becomes XRP, and on the other end, it comes out as a central bank digital currency. Let's say in Europe. It works that way as well. We don't need CBDCs. Well, technically, isn't FedNow a CBDC? And please elaborate on why you think the CBDC will be in place before the election. You know, I see a lot of people saying that they're going to push out a CBDC here in the U.S. before the 2024 elections, and that would make sense. And it could come with some emergency situation. Look at Basel III right now and how afraid the banks are. We could see bank collapse after bank collapse this year as well. That could lead to a CBDC. But FedNow is not a CBDC. What he's pushing for at Circle will lead to a CBDC. Stablecoin regulation could come this year, says Circle CEO. See why he thinks legislation could finally come in the United States in 2024 as he speaks to myself at CNBC. I'm not going to play that clip, but the reason Circle's pushing for stablecoin regulation, I think they're trying to push USDC as the digital dollar here in the US, and some people think that's what USDC actually is. I will convert it to USDT or fiat. USDC is CBDC. And they're planning to make it the official digital dollar, and we don't want that. So what do you think? What's your thoughts on that? Do you think that USDC is the digital dollar? And that could be why they're fast-tracking stablecoin regulations. And then they always sell it as helping people. About 2 billion people globally don't have a bank account because of lack of infrastructure. Sound promising, CEO at Circle and the digital dollar for global prosperity makes solid argument on USDC. And I think that they've been working with this in Ukraine. And I think the U.S. has been testing it out there. I say that all the time because Ukraine became a testing ground for everything. And I think they're even pushing digital IDs there as well. Wells Fargo releases a report that CBDC should be in place within 3 to 5 years. 1 year left of Biden, then 2 years into Trump. Exactly what I've been predicting. Watch for a major crash this year that will usher in Trump for sequel. He will deliver digital ID, CBDC, UBI. So what's your thoughts on that? Do you think Trump will keep his promise and not create a CBDC here in the U.S.? Do you think he will push to keep a digital ID out of the U.S. as well? Or do you think this will all happen once Trump becomes the president again, if he becomes the president again? I want to know what your thoughts are on that, so put it in the comments section. Because you got to look at both sides of the coin, is what I'm saying. Who gave these unelected snakes the authority over everyone? Your government did. Take a listen to this, how they talk about a new world order.
That order seems to not be the order anymore. We are on the way to a new order, so we are between orders. Do you agree with that, or are there ways of what are we able to keep on the positive side from the old order to bring into a new world order, and how can we avoid that new world order becomes like a jungle growing back, and we rather have an order based on international law and the principles that have brought us prosperity and freedom.
Yeah, it's freedom for them and slavery for you. That's what the new world order is going to bring, because these elites are still going to fly around the world. You won't be able to fly, though, because you're going to need carbon credits to do that. They're also going to be eating meat while they tell you that meat is outlawed now, or you can't buy it with your central bank digital currency, or your universal basic income that they're also pushing at the same time. And the reason I do these videos is I just want to wake people up to what's coming. And I always said, you know, as an XRP investor, you need to hold on to your XRP for dear life, because you need to enrich yourself before all of this happens. And, you know, I honestly believe, my own personal opinion is that I think Trump will definitely keep his promise. Because Trump doesn't like these elites. People always say, well, Trump is an elite. He's going to go with whatever the World Economic Forum says. They would not be worried about Trump unless they have a reason to worry. And let me tell you something. They are worried. And that's, again, why a lot of people say we're not even going to see a 2024 election now. I see that all over X on a daily basis. People are saying an emergency situation is going to stop the 2024 election. What's your views on that as well? Because, you know, I'm just showing you what's coming. And, you know, this is being fast-tracked now. You know, I remember back in 2022, people were still skeptical and they couldn't see this coming. And they said it was still years away. But then 2023 came and people were like, wow, I can't believe CBDCs are all the talk. And it's starting to go live in this country and that country. And look at what's going on with Europe. I mean, come on. They're going to have a CBDC this year, in my opinion, because Christine Lagarde has no intention on slowing that down in any way. They want to stay relevant. But, you know, either way, how it all plays out, we will get rich as XRP investors. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.